5 axes that I thought sucked, but didn't. Whether it was because of the way they looked or their bit size, we'll talk about that in this video. And I'll tell you guys why I found out they're actually really good axes. And I've got a 6th one in there as an honorable mention. So let's get into the video. So before we get into the first axe, I want to tell you guys, we have a tropical depression coming down on us. It's going to be here in about 45 minutes, so I got to kind of hurry. Also, hand is healed. It's a little tender, but it's healed. I will tell you guys this, I am so glad it's healed. Have you guys ever tried wiping your ass with your non-dominant hand or your left hand? Good gracious, man. What a disaster that was.
Sounds shitty. Hope a finger didn't slip right through the toilet paper.
Shut up, Dave. You don't even have arms. How do you wipe your ass?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You don't even have an ass.
Sounds like you got your hands full.
Anyway, hands healed, guys. It's a little tender. We should be good in the next couple weeks, but I'm still going to throw with it. And the first axe we got up is the Kova Blackthorn. When they contacted me to do a review on this, which this was an axe that was given to me, I was a little concerned. I'm not going to lie. I saw this thing and I was like, yikes. I don't know. You know, I'm going to give my honest opinion on it, but I don't know about this thing. But after throwing it, like I told you guys in the video when I did the review on it, it's great. It is a great throwing axe. Coming in at 14¼ inches long, weighing in at 1 pound and 10.6 ounces with a 4-inch bit. It's a really cool throwing axe. Like I've told you guys before, you have a spike on the back with an edge up here. You have an edge from here to the toe all the way down to the heel. So you can kind of stick it with the toe like this. That's the best way to stick it, in my opinion. It is an all steel axe, which is really cool. It goes all the way down to the bottom with G10 grip panels that feel really good. They did a great job rolling the grip panels over. Now I will say cons. The only thing that I can find wrong with this thing is you have an inward swept handle. If you guys don't know what that means, the handle is not going straight down, it's sweeping towards the bit. So there are times where if you try to stick the full bit, you're gonna get a knob strike. So it's gonna kind of come in, the knob's gonna hit, and then it's gonna go in like that, okay? So you'll have to fight that. You'll have to give it a little bit of an over rotation. And the other thing I don't care for is this triangle piece down here at the bottom. You may love it, tie paracord around it, do whatever you want with it, but I think for axe throwing, this needs to come off, which I said I was gonna do, and I will do. But the Kova Blackthorn is a great option if you're looking for something in the all steel category that I feel is very versatile throwing axe. It just is. It works out really well. And these G10 grip panels, guys, they're just tanks, meaning they are very strong and they hold. Missed throws, beating them up, I've had nothing but success with mine. And I will say, that out of all the steel axes I've done reviews on, this is the only one where I haven't had to tighten up the bolts every few throws. The bolts tend to hold on this one pretty daggone well. I've had to tighten them up here and there, but for the most part, they hold very well. Coming in at around like $80-some, it is not bad at all. And guys, you can throw this thing for a single, double, triple rotation, come up and do trick throws with it. And like you guys saw at the beginning of the video, my intro video where I'm standing on my driveway and I throw the axe all the way into the target in the front yard, into the bullseye, it was this axe here, this throwing axe right here. It's great, and I'm not just saying that. It is a great flyer. I think the quality is totally there with this thing, and you can kind of step around, do trick throws, throw it for single rotation, then go all the way back to triple rotations. So the Kova Blackthorn should be something that you're looking at. Don't judge it by the way it looks, guys. Just don't, okay? It is a great flying throwing axe. It just is. It just is. The next axe up is the Kings County Tools Tomahawk Hatchet. I've done a full review on this one too. What a great flyer. Coming in at 16 inches, weighing in at 1 pound and 15.6 ounces. So we're almost at 2 pounds with this one. When I first saw this on Amazon, I thought, man, this thing looks kind of medieval. It looks kind of cool, but I don't know about that and how well it's going to fly. However, it is a great flying tomahawk. It really is. You would think with that bit sticking out really far, that it would make it really weird in the air, you know, flying or whatever, or the weight distribution would be off. It's not. I've done a full review on it. Go check it out, guys, where I take this thing back for triple rotations, double rotations, single rotations. And I had my dad and my brother come over, and they threw a couple different axes in a video in the past called, the video's called Never Throw Axes with Your Family. And my dad and my brother came over, and they really enjoyed throwing this one. They actually preferred this one over other ones that I gave them that day. So if you're in the market for a tomahawk that's a little different, coming in around like 30, 40 bucks, not bad at all. And I will tell you guys, the fitment of this axe head on this handle is really freaking nice. So if you're looking for something different around 30 or 40 bucks, coming around almost 2 pounds with a 4-inch bit that looks a little different, maybe has a medieval look to it, check this out, guys. I don't think you'll go wrong with it. And that thing hits so daggone hard. It does. It's a great flying tomahawk. Now, this throwing axe I'm bringing you now is different, and that was the reason why I bought it. The World Axe Throwing League Kill Shot has a fiberglass handle coming in at 16¼ inches long. Now, I will tell you guys, this thing right here is sat on the handle with epoxy. That was another reason why I bought it. I hadn't gotten any axes from the World Axe Throwing League that had been hafted that way, or I should say the head hadn't been seated on the handle that way. It's not light. Coming in at 2 pounds and 7.5 ounces. You're gonna have to giddy up to throw this thing. I will tell you guys, I didn't think it would throw very well. I didn't. I looked at the fiberglass handle, I saw the axe head, and I was like, I don't know. Now, you do get more of a traditional chopping axe head with this, or hardware store axe head in the design of this, but it flies great, guys, I'm telling you. Now, you're not gonna go back and you're gonna throw this thing for a triple and quadruple rotation and have a good time with it. That's just my opinion. I think this thing is suited really well for single rotations. Take it back to doubles if you want, but single rotations is where this thing shines at. It is a great flyer. Now, the fiberglass handle, with it being 90-some degrees outside right now, it doesn't hang up on your hand, and it's not too slick, which I was surprised about. Now, the axe head is a little bit off in the weight. That's why I say you should stay at a single rotation, but it performs beautifully from there. I think with a little bit of a modification that I could do to this thing, I could make it more versatile, being able to throw it back from triple rotations and coming back to single. However, the way it sits, it's not bad at all. With a nice 4-inch bit, you can't go wrong with it. So if you're looking for something different, here you are right here. Now, I will tell you guys, this thing fluctuates in price, anywhere between like $40 to like $55, somewhere in there. I would suggest getting it from the World Axe Throwing League on their Amazon store, because they normally have pretty good deals on there. But if you're looking for something different, here you go, a fiberglass handle from the World Axe Throwing League. And you guys heard that thing just smashed. I'm telling you, and I didn't even throw it that hard. I'm not even warm today. I've thrown the axe like 3 or 4 times. And that thing is nasty at a single rotation, guys. It just hits with some daggone force. Number 4 up on the list is one that I kept getting so many requests for, especially on TikTok. Wes, you got to buy this hatchet. You got to get it. You got to throw it. You got to give us your review on it. So I got it. The Calculated Survival Norse throwing hatchet. And of course, it was one of Dave's favorites just because it says Norse in it.
We are just superior people, especially when it comes to our axes.
Yeah. Okay, Dave. Anyway, Calculated Survival Norse throwing hatchet, as you can see here, why I was a little bit apprehensive about buying it. Look at this head, guys, this bit, an inward swept bit. I didn't know about this thing. I was like, I don't know, we'll get it and see, but I was a little bit worried about it. Now, I will tell you guys, it doesn't come with this handle. It comes with a glass-filled nylon handle. I didn't care for it. I don't like glass-filled nylon handles. I don't use them anymore. But they do offer an aluminum handle as a replacement that you can buy to add to the axe head really easy, which I did, which it was a great flyer. They got some great knurls down here at the bottom that give you a nice grip when you're throwing. They don't hang up on your hand very much at all, but it gives you enough there to make some distance throws, which is important when you're throwing for distance. Now, I will tell you guys, if you do try to stick the bit like this, it's not going to go in very deep. You're not going to get very much penetration. So you're going to have to kind of give it a little bit of an over rotation to get the toe of the throwing axe here to go into the target. What a great flyer, though. It does have a spike on the back, and they give you the option. You can sharpen it up if you like, which I've done mine here. Haven't done a spike at the end yet, very sharp. I will in the future, but man, what a great flyer this is. You can take this thing back to triple rotations and throw it for distance. You can come back and throw it hard. You can do trick throws with it, and it just works out really well. Now, the only cons that I could really find in this thing is that it is a little thin in the circumference. So if you got larger hands, it might be a little too thin for you, but I think it's something that you could probably overcome. I think this is one of those ones where you're gonna have to kind of work with it, and it's totally worth trying to work with because it's such a great flyer. Like I said, distance, up close, you can make this thing fly really well. Has a nice 4-inch long bit, and it's coming in at 1 pound and 5 ounces, 15.5 inches long. So it's right there in that Goldilocks, like I like to call Goldilocks zone for a throwing axe. 15 to 16 inches, 1 pound and 5 ounces, really light. You can chuck it hard. What a great flyer. Calculated survival Norse throwing hatchet is going to be one you want to get, guys, especially for trick throws. Right in the bullseye. I'm telling you, you got to get one of them, man. You got to get one. Right, Dave?
And as soon as you do, contact me immediately for your axe ritual.
And just to let you guys know, that axe right there, that throwing hatchet, I'm taking it with me to try to break the world record for the longest axe throw. That's going to be one of the ones I use. I think it's worth it. You guys know what time it is. I stopped the video to announce the free giveaway winner of the Francisca throwing axe by Condor. However, there are 2 of you. And the reason why there are 2 of you is because I messed up on the first spin. Integrity's big to me, and I'm not going to keep spinning the wheel over and over and over again to fix it. It's random. I do 1 spin and that's it. However, I messed up. On the very first spin, after I spun the wheel, it hit number 21. 21 was the first winner of the first Francisca throwing axe. I realized afterwards there was 22 of you that entered. So I had to spin the wheel a second time and add another spot onto the wheel. So the very first winner, number 21, is LP-ZN1WX. LP, you are the winner of the Francisca axe on the first spin. Once I went back and put 22 spots on the wheel and spun it one more time, it hit number 9. And number 9 is Mike Aquila. Mike, you are the second winner of the Francisca throwing axe by Condor. And as you guys know, I've only got 1. So I'll be able to send 1 out pretty quick. The other one's going to be ordered, and when it gets here, I'll send it to you. If you guys don't have my contact information, go into any one of my videos in the About section, and you can get my email address there. Send me an email with your name and your contact information and your address so I can send it out to you. I do appreciate everybody that got into the giveaway. Don't worry, in the next video that I'm going to put out, we're doing another giveaway in that one, and we still have the Est-Wing one still going too that needs to be finished, and winner needs to be chosen on that one too. So don't worry, we'll have a bunch more. Appreciate all you guys getting in the comment section, and I appreciate all the great comments in that video when you guys entered. That was probably some of the best comments I've ever received in a video that I've done, and I love seeing those comments, guys. The comments mean a lot to me, not because it pushes the video out more, but it gives me feedback and it lets me know what you guys think, and I appreciate all the great comments and you guys praising me and praising the channel and what I'm doing. So it goes a long way with me, so I appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get back into the video. I couldn't have been more wrong about this axe, and I'll admit it. I was wrong. And I think it's probably one of the most underrated axes that the World Axe Throwing League produces. And it's the Corporal. As you guys know, I did a review on this one. And the reason why I say it's so underrated, because this one right here, guys, came with a 17.5-inch handle, and it was weighing in more than the Kill Shot. It was the heaviest throwing axe from the World Axe Throwing League that I had thrown before. It was like 2 pounds and 7.8 ounces. It was really heavy. And as you guys know, I did a rehafting job on this head, put it on a different handle, and I cut it down because I thought it'd make a better flyer. Now, after I've rehafted it on a 15.5-inch handle, it's only coming in at 2 pounds and 3 ounces. I have yet to throw it. But I can tell you the way that it comes to you from the World Axe Throwing League, it's great. nice 4-inch bit. And like I said, it's heavy, but it's not like the kill shot. Told you guys with the fiberglass handle that the kill shot wouldn't be very good past the double rotation, but it's great at a single. This one right here, you can take it no matter where you throw it from. You can take it back and throw it, and it's going to perform. The weight distribution looks off, but it's not. It flies true in the air for a triple rotation, coming all the way up to a single rotation. You can do all kinds of different throws with this, even trick throws, as I did in my review. The World Axe Throwing League put out a great throwing axe with this, and this one's cheap, guys, 60, 70 bucks. I think this thing's just a great flyer, guys, I do. And I will say that if you're into more of the league style throw, like the World Axe Throwing League, it's great. You don't have to throw it hard to get it to sink deep because you got a lot of weight in the pole. But if you do more freestyle axe throwing like I do, it's great for that too, because you can chuck it as hard as you want to, and the harder you throw this thing, the deeper it's gonna go in for penetration, and it's gonna smash too. So consider getting the Corporal. I think it'd make a great flying axe for anybody out there if you throw hard or if you throw slow. It just works out really well. And you can be deadly accurate with that axe. I will say that. That was one thing that I really enjoyed about it, was that even though it was so heavy, man, that thing was a really good flyer, and it was really accurate too. Now here comes the Wildcard, the Wrangler Tools Titanium Tomahawk. I was a little concerned about this one too, not gonna lie. I saw it on Amazon and I was like, I don't know about this thing. There was an ant crawling on it. Get off, ant. Dave, you're supposed to be pest control too, buddy.
I don't get paid enough for all of this.
Every time I bring Dave inside, he's got ants crawling all over his head. I don't know how they get all over him. He's always complaining that he's itching.
Let's see what you do when you have fire ants crawling all over you.
The reason why I was a little concerned about this is because it's a curved handle. You don't really see too many friction fit tomahawk style throwing axes with curved handles on them. You just don't. However, I will say this thing was great. Now it comes with an 11.5-inch handle and it comes with an 18-inch handle. With the 11.5-inch handle, with this axe head, it's only weighing 15.6 ounces. And as you guys can see, we got a huge beefy spike in the back and a nice 4-inch bit. So I was really shocked on how light this thing was. On the 18-inch handle, you're looking at 1 pound and 3 ounces. Now I will tell you guys, the 18-inch handle isn't that great for axe throwing, so I'm not really gonna cover it here. It's more of a work handle. And I'll tell you guys, I talked to the owner of Wrangler Tools, and I'll talk about that in a second, as to why I knew nothing about this thing when I bought it, and he emailed me and confirmed everything that I said, which was kind of cool. But we'll throw the 18-inch handle away. You do get it. It's okay for a single rotation. I'd use that for work. Where it's at in this is the 11.5-inch handle. Even though you have a curve down here, it's still great for axe throwing. It flies really good in the air. And in my review, I took the 11.5-inch handle. I don't know why I can't say that, Dave. I can't say 11.5-inch.
You sound like my grandmother who didn't have teeth.
Yeah, you're helping a lot.
Perfect impression.
I took this thing all the way back to 5 and 6 rotations. I didn't realize I did until I went back and did the editing. I took this thing way farther back than 4 rotations, and it flew perfect in the air. It really did. And like I talked to the owner of Wrangler Tools, I said, I think this thing would be great if you gave a third option.
Like an axe ritual.
Of a straight handle design at around 15 or 16 inches. And we're talking, which is really cool. This thing is great because it's really lightweight. And like I said before, if you don't have a ton of room in your backyard, but you want to throw a hatchet or a friction fit tomahawk that's a little smaller so you can get in more rotations, here you go. Now I will say the price has gone up on this. When I bought mine, it was at $129. The other day I saw that it came in at $149. So everything together, and you get a koozie.
Yeah, a koozie that doesn't fit a bottle of mead. Call me when it does.
Yes, Dave, we know. It doesn't fit a bottle of mead. I don't know what his deal is with that koozie and fitting a bottle of mead. But it holds beer or whatever else you want to put in it just fine. Actually, you know what? We're going to try to get that koozie to fit a bottle of mead in the future because I think Dave's wrong in that.
Already tried. Waste of time, if you ask me.
What a great flyer, guys. I think you would like it. I really do. It holds up very well. It does really good for single rotations if that's all you got, or you can take it back for double or triple. It doesn't take a lot of space to throw this thing for double and triple rotations, which is really cool. It's just a great flyer. And the last thing I'll say about this, It is one of the best fitting friction fit tomahawks I've experienced, and I've gotten feedback from you guys on that, and you guys have told me too. It is crazy how good this thing fits. It fits so good that if you smash the top of this handle on this axe head too hard, it's going to take you a while to get this axe head off. It will, and it happened to me too. And the only reason why I got a lot of notches in this handle with the head walking down is because during my review, I didn't fit it properly because it took forever to get off. And I didn't want to fight it going back and forth, throwing between the two handles. So I kind of just pushed it on with my hand, and that's why we got a lot of walking. But once I smashed this thing down, the head was not coming off. So if you don't mind spending the $150 and you get two handles and you get a great fitting tomahawk and it's titanium, which means there is no weight in this thing at all, guys. It's light as I don't know what. I will say, guys, the 11.5-inch handle was not only great for axe throwing, but it was really accurate too. So we got the 3 axes there. Let's put this thing in the center of the bullseye there, and we'll get out of here. That thing is just really nice, guys. And as you can see, weighing less than a pound, it still hits really hard and sinks pretty decent into the target. One more thing before we get out of here, I want to tell you guys, I have been talking to the owner of Wrangler Tools. He saw the review I did on his axe. He didn't send it to me, I bought it. He sent me an email and confirmed a lot of the things that I said about the 18-inch handle being a work handle and not really designed for axe throwing. I am trying to push him to try to maybe create a 15 or 16-inch handle, and he's supposed to be sending me a bunch of different handles to test and use. So I'm really interested in that. I think that thing's good, but I really do appreciate what he sent me via email because it confirmed a lot of the things that I had said in the video when I did the review on it, and I didn't even look that axe up. I just bought it. As you guys know, a lot of the axes that I do reviews on, I don't look up anything about them anymore. I used to at the very beginning of my channel. I don't. I haven't done it in probably over a year. I don't look at reviews. I don't look at what people say about the axe. I might take a peek at the specs, and that's it. So it's really cool that I can take these things out. I can throw them, give my opinion, and they line up with what the manufacturer's saying about it in the most part. Really cool, really cool. So look forward to me doing some stuff with the Wrangler Tools in the future. Hopefully that'd be really cool. Get some new handles, and I'm gonna try to get that daggone 18-inch handle and get him to produce one that's like 15 or 16 inches with a straight design with no hook. I love working with manufacturers. The whole point of this is not only to bring you great axes and find great throwing axes, but it's also to help manufacturers too. They need to know what we want and we like. And they need people that throw axes all the time that have a lot of experience, like you and I, to tell them, hey, you need to do this with this axe, do that with this axe, make this axe, change the handle, change the head design, so on and so forth. So not only does it make them a better flyer and a better throwing axe to send out there to us, but we want to throw them too, right? We're not blacksmiths, at least most of us aren't. We're not making our own axes. We have to buy them. So why not give manufacturers an idea what is a good flyer and what isn't? And that's the whole point in this, right, Dave?
We address problems to get a better outcome. The idea is to have the best throwing axes possible for you and me.
Yeah, and Dave makes a great point. He really does.
Is that a compliment I hear?
Midgard Axe is not only about axe throwing, but it's about improving axes, giving you guys great reviews, and telling you that some of these axes might look a certain way, but once you get them in your hand and you throw them, it'll change your mind about some of them. It really will. Never judge an axe by the way it looks. Never do that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comment section if you got any axes out there that you thought sucked, that made great flyers, or if you've got any of these that I've showcased in this video and you think they're good or bad or whatever. Give me your opinion. Consider subscribing if you're not. Me and Dave are just getting started. We got a bunch of stuff planned for this channel. So thanks again for all your support, and thanks for making this channel what it is. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's getting dark. North Carolina is that way, and that's the way that the tropical depression's coming from, and it's black over there, and the clouds are just rolling in, so it's about to pour, and it's raining. All right, Dave, we got to get out of here, buddy. It's raining. All right, guys, thanks for the support. Till next time, see ya. Dave, grab everything and take it inside quick. This is the first thing that'll rust all to hell if it gets wet. This is raw steel.
Stop talking and take my helmet inside.
Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.